flames. Heart of a lion, never say never. Cut like a diamond, shine under pressure. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Pound on your chest like there's no tomorrow. Just play the game right, no one can follow. Oh, it's time to fire.
What's up, storytellers? Iron Garlic here, and we're here for the Giants of Video recap for all of you that bought the All Access Insider Pass. Thank you very much for participating. Thank you very much for buying the pass. Thank you very much for becoming a part of our community. I'm super excited to be here. Sergio is here. What's up, Sergio? Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this. Man, it's been a wild and crazy 90 plus days. I have no idea how many days it is. What is today? It's March. But it's been awesome. We've been getting a lot of work done. A lot of things have happened in the world, and I hope a lot of you have taken action. A lot of you have taken action because the Giants of Video, there was so much to learn, and there's so much still more to learn. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about other things coming down the pipeline at the end of this. I'd love to see who's on. Make sure to give me a shout out. Say hello on the comments. Please, if you have any questions, if you're having any problems, please let me know. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know, because we are going to get this rocking and rolling for you. So let's see here. Let's see. So, I'm going to go over some of the questions that we had, some of the comments that we had, and then talked about next actions. But I'm just going to start going through some of the things that people said. First of all, let me see, do a little screen share here. What topics and trainings would you like to see on the next or future trainings? Someone talked about creating funnels. Creating funnels is important. If you did notice, you might have missed a couple of them. There were a couple of them that actually, and Amir Beck did one on creating funnels. You have that in there. He did a course funnel, a super simple course funnel in there. Jay Facette talked a little bit about funnels in there, about his follow-up strategy. Brad Martineau talked about onboarding funnels, which are crucial. We're reworking ours right now. If you don't have an onboarding funnel, you need to get one, because it will increase your customer retention. If you didn't watch Joey Coleman, watch it. I'm going to go watch it again. I love him. I'm actually talking about having him on the Garlic Marketing Show, but your customer satisfaction, your client satisfaction is so important, because not only does it increase your profits 25 to 100%, but it will make you, it'll get you followers and people that you work with that you love. And I have clients that we've had for 8, 9, 10 years at Authentic Web. We've had followers of the Garlic Marketing Show for years, and I love to talk to them. I love to spend time with them, and I love to learn from them. So onboarding funnels are a great way for them to get to know you and you to get to know them. But I'm going to talk about a really cool funnel thing at the end of this. So let me see here. Pull up. What else do we got here? Well, what prevents you from taking action? Procrastination. I'm going to make a couple videos about overcoming procrastination. It is a big topic. I get it all the time myself. I've made several videos, started several videos, done a few different campaigns that just didn't get done. Folks, you got to make the time. The simplest way to do it is to say, hey, every week I'm going to put something out. I'm going to put something out, good, bad, or great. And that's why we also have the t-shirts. The new t-shirts came in. Good. Version done is better than version none. I should have had a t-shirt here to show you guys. We will be giving away some t-shirts. Some people want some t-shirts. Those are going out. We finally got them back. Had a little issue, there's some stuff going on with getting access to stuff. I don't know if you know about it, but there's this COVID thing going on around the world. I'm sure you could Google it and find out. I actually don't. You'll get depressed. But that said, here's my simplest way to overcome procrastination is this. Make sure your first thing you do before you do anything else is to create a piece of content, to work on that project, to launch that project first thing in the morning. Charles Schwab actually paid someone, I forget, like $25,000. He said it was the best investment ever. And the simple time management technique was he'd write down the 3 things he was going to do every day the night before, put it in his pocket, and would not do anything else. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank does that. A lot of people I know do that. They will not do anything till they publish. And it's going to hurt. And you're going to get comments. But you've got to start doing that, folks. You're going to publish videos. I have several friends that were amazing people out there. And, Jason Swank is a great friend of mine. And that guy publishes. He's not afraid. But all of them started with no one liking, no one commenting on their stuff. And that's going to happen. And then eventually some people are going to say, that's not that good. The best thing you know is get it out there and listen. And that's what all these tactics would do. Pick a tactic, strip it down to its bare minimum, get it out this week. Honestly, there's not one single thing in there, with the exception of things like J facets maybe, that'll take you more than 8 hours total of work. So in the course of 2 weeks, you could do almost everything on there. Marty McDonald's process video. You guys can make a process video. Every one of you should leave here and make a process video. We're going to get into, some other opportunities out there. Make sure to be watching your email, but execute. And if you're not executing, find a partner, find an accountability partner. We're going to follow up with you. I'm going to push you. Make sure you open your emails. Tell me when you're going to. Be bold and say, go into our Facebook page and do a Facebook Live and say, I'm going to launch on this date. Let me know when you're going to launch. Go tell any of these experts when you're going to launch what that piece, and they will hold you accountable. And then you put it out there. That's the simplest thing to do. Get that accountability out there and then execute in the morning. Put it out there. And guess what? Some of this stuff's not going to work. It happens to me all the time. The stuff doesn't work. You fix it, you improve it, you get better. Daniel Harmon talked about it. So anyways, let's move on here. And if all you make sure to say hi. Use of virtual, what are the topics they'd like to see? Use of virtual backdrops and captioning and live streams. Guess what? If you watch the Ecamm one with Ken and Glenn from Ecamm, they show you exactly how to do it. How they use, their green screen technique is so cool too, because I keep meaning to do this. I gotta set the time to do it, but it's not on my list of things to do right now. I'm going to be improving production next. We're doing a few other things first that I'm going to tell you about in a second. I'm super excited. But Ken and Glenn show how to put yourself in the video, how to have really good green screens, how to pull captions in, how to, putting captions in. Ecamm itself will generate the captions for you to upload it. If you're not using Ecamm, another thing you can use is Rev. We use Rev, or there's a few other services out there. We use Descript, which automates it. And if you have any questions about these, just hit us up in Facebook, let us know, or put a comment if you have any questions about these services. But Descript and Rev can automate some of those transcripts for you. Rev can get a little expensive, but Descript can automate it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You can fix it up. It just depends on the value of your time. If you're super busy, this is what I always tell people. If you're super busy, you should be making great money. If you're making, and be able to pay someone. If you're not making great money and you're super busy, there's an issue, and you need to work on that balance. Start charging more, start being more focused, and start saying no to stuff, folks. You gotta start saying no to stuff. You gotta stop watching. Here's the thing that sucks. You gotta stop watching Netflix. How much time do you watch Netflix? I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life, but just know that if you don't have enough time and you don't have enough money, there's something out of whack. You should either have a lot of time and no money, or no money and a lot of time. All right? If you're just getting started, you should have a lot of time. Weekends, get up 2-3 hours on the weekends. I get up 2 to 3 hours before my work day starts to get stuff done, to write. I'm working on my copywriting right now. I'm working on some other projects and video projects. So, all right, so back to this one. Let me see here. how to tag and rank. Now that was one that there's a little bit about it in Jesse's, but not much. And I'm not sure what tagging means. I mean, you can tag people in different stuff, or maybe it's how to use the hashtags properly. Guess what? I'm gonna tell you about a training that's coming up that you guys are gonna get for free, that you can join us live. I'm gonna tell you about at the end of this, but it is awesome. I'm super excited. I found out about them right after a Giants video. I've been looking at some new ranking techniques. I'm gonna be showing some of my ranking techniques down the road, but this is a great one. Also make sure I'm gonna be talking about some ranking stuff on our YouTube channel. So make sure you go to cruisetube.com. Make sure to go to cruisetube, or you can just hit the subscribe button. But cruisetube.com will get you subscribed to this YouTube channel so you don't miss anything. I'm going to do some free stuff on ranking on there. Let's see here. More local niches and markets for opportunities. All right. The TikTok one, I've got an episode of the Garlic Marketing Show coming on. That's another TikTok one. But the guy I'm going to talk about at the end of this is right there with it. It is awesome. But local niches, I'm not sure what we're asking about there. If you're asking about how to use it for local niches, you can definitely using Jesse mentions for local niches. You can be using the live stream techniques for local niches. Thinking about going back to that customer journey map, that 11X customer journey map. So watch through your storyboard blueprints. If you know your local niche, you can get in there and get into groups. One of the best things you can do there is know who your avatar is, know their journey. So you go to do the storyboard blueprint course. If you haven't done that, you all should do it. Have that storyboard blueprint. It'll get you in the mind of your ideal customer. And then knowing that your ideal customer is, knowing who your ideal customer is, just switched over here to, then you can go into those groups and ask the questions of your ideal customers and then answer those on video and put an answer to that on video. I just did one on the Garlic Marketing Show about TikTok, though. There's another thing about making comments. You can use local hashtags. But ranking for local video is something we're going to talk about too in a second. So let's see here. How to build an email list from subscribers. Oh, gotcha. And how do subscribers actually watch the videos? Guess what? Our next guest is going to answer all these questions. It's crazy because all the things you guys are asking about is someone I already went out and found because I kind of felt we needed that stuff. But one of the things you can definitely be doing is in your YouTube comments, be having, have a mini course, talk about, you can go to Mirabex, create that course, right? And have that in the YouTube comments. Have that as a free course that you get out there. You'll build out subscribers. And your YouTube course then should be going to your YouTube videos. It'll get you more people on subscribe to watch the videos. And it's in there. Plus, be using things like live streams. Use, TikTok to drive people to your YouTube. That's where that stacking, those strat stacks come in. If you haven't watched that strat stack video, watch it. Strategy stacking. So you could use Lynn Bardowski's YouTube live stream technique and say, hey, by the way, I made a video about this, this, and this. Go watch it and drive people to it. Because your call to action doesn't always have to be a sale. We want to stack those strategies so that we're not always asking them to sell. So it's that soft call to action. Let's see here. I love making videos and used to get a fair number of views. Then everything disappeared. I want to know how to make videos people watch now. Well, first of all, building that email list is important. A lot of those techniques that we talked about, building that email list, but then knowing what your ideal customer needs to watch right now, knowing their journey, going through that storyboard blueprint and understanding what they want, pulling your list, asking them. All the things I'm doing here these are all video topics for me, right? You can do the same thing and make awesome videos that answer their questions that are, burning. But another thing you can do is find those groups. Definitely get involved with those groups. Start doing live streamings, get on live streams and listen to the questions. They're asking these questions in the groups and you can answer that. Another ninja tactic is that we really didn't talk about, but this is a great one for research, is go to Amazon, whatever your topic is, right? And go to Amazon, find the number 1, number 2 books on the topic, and find out the questions, the things that weren't answered. I wish you would have talked about this, or this was really important to me. Find those out and start to make videos about that. You can even distribute those to Amazon. But those are some great ways. Another way to do is, and we're going to talk about it a little bit, is doing some keyword research. All right, and I need encouragement in this segment. Make sure to subscribe to Cruise Tip. I want to keep you guys motivated. I want to keep you guys and girls motivated. You all, him, they, she, their, what? But yeah, Sergio, thank you. Storyboard video blueprint, yes, is very, very important. It gets in the mind, but staying encouraged. The way to stay encouraged is you will get feedback eventually. Keep that feedback at the top of your mind, but then be process oriented, right? Process oriented. One of the things I didn't talk about a whole lot, I talk about it in the storyboard blueprint, but I didn't talk through this process, is the idea, the punctuated equilibrium. And I'm going to tell you a little story. I was lucky enough when I was in college they had this little thing where we had to take a random class in January, and that was the only class we took, but it was like 8 hours a day. And it was the only thing we did for a month. And I took evolutionary biology. I know this doesn't sound exciting. It was amazing. This guy, Stephen Jay Gould, an incredible author, came in and spoke. He wasn't our teacher, but Stephen Jay Gould, a phenomenal author on evolution. And why is this important? Well, I'm a firm believer that, patterns in life happen. Big patterns come from small patterns, fractals. Perry Marshall and I talked about it once on the podcast, but everything is a smaller or bigger version of itself, right? So there's this idea, we always think that things happen, they go up in a straight line. And I wish I had my iPad hooked up, but they go up in a straight line, or, a curve, like, oh, things are gonna get better, I'm gonna make more videos, and it's gonna slowly get better. That's not how it happens. This is an important thing to stay motivated. Understanding that, you see people that have overnight success, right? That's a punctuated equilibrium. Same thing with what's going on right now in the pandemic. It was all building up, and then boom, it happens. So things stay at a status quo, and then boom, it shifts to another level. Same thing's gonna happen with your videos. You're gonna make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 videos, and then boom, you're gonna hit that one that really works really well, and all of a sudden people are gonna start watching your other videos, and you're gonna become an authority. But it sounds daunting, but if you're just process oriented and like, I'm going to help just one person today. I'm just going to help one person with a video today. And each day you do it, you're going to get better and better at it. And before you know it, you're putting your content out there, and boom, you're going to hit another level, and boom, you're going to hit another level. And what's awesome about that is every time you do that, you're going to be that much further ahead of your competition, and they're going to have a bigger wall to climb, right? And Gary Vaynerchuk, I've seen it with him, where I remember watching him when he was on Wine Library, barely anyone knew him. And boom, I was like, whoa, Gary hit another level. Boom, he's everywhere. Now, boom, 80% of the population knows who he is. It was always these equilibriums. It seems like this, but it's really overnight successes. You might have discovered Gary Vee 5-6 years ago. I discovered him close to 16 years ago now. When he first hopped on YouTube, he was like 13, 14, I don't know. But and he was on the Garlic Marketing Show. You can check out the interview. We talk about that. I just want you to understand that. Just think of every video you do as a step on the journey. And it's not the end all be all. Don't think it's going to be your overnight success. And I want you to stay motivated that way. Just knowing that every time you make a video, and if it's really helping your ideal customer, your ideal client at that point in the process, you're going to be improving. And what's best is that you have these giants of video who are going to help you give shortcuts on which videos to make. So you're not just guessing at what videos to make. All right, you can watch through those. So if you have any more questions about that, please, if you haven't filled out your form, fill out your form. But let's see here. And I think that is it as far as the questions go. But let's see here. I don't see any other questions. So I'm going to talk a little bit real quick about a super surprise guest Let me pull him up here. So I talked to this guy. I was on Justin Sardi had a webinar, and if you haven't signed up for Justin Sardi's stuff, do. He puts on some great education as well. But I got this guy, Paul Murphy, and I watched him. And let me pull it up here. So I'm going to pull this up. And boom. I'm going to share the screen. So Paul Murphy is going to come on and teach us about local video SEO. All right. He's going to talk to us about how to get ranking like this, which I think is awesome. Now, he focuses mainly on affiliate traffic. What does that mean? So his course is called Affiliate Tube. I bought it. It was not cheap, but it was so worth it. I'm gonna 10x, easily 10x the return. And he is making a nice 6-figure income using this process. And he has his product, but he is selling other people's products. Now, affiliate marketing, I think everyone should look into, whether you're a doctor, dentist, lawyer, because you can either use it and have referrals, or you can sell other products, sell digital products, even if you don't have one. And it's a great way to supplement your income, build traffic, and sell other things and make money from every single video and serve people every point in the journey. Let's say, you have something that's very niche and they only need it when they need it. Like, let's say personal injury attorneys, but there's so many products that your clients need beforehand. A doctor, dentist, whoever, that you can sell online if you believe in it and make a little bit of money. And Paul's going to talk to us about that, how he does that. But he's also going to show us how he gets videos ranking. His 10-step system for getting his videos ranking. He builds these YouTube videos, how he gets traffic to it. He's going to show us his system for doing that. And it's next Friday. It's going to be live. I would suggest joining us live so you can ask questions about it. It is going to be amazing. We are going to put the training in there. Now, here's the thing. He is going to put an offer at the end for his Affiliate Tube Success Academy. I'm going to add a few other bonuses on there. But this training alone, it's about an hour and a half. It is well worth it. I watched it. I loved it. The guy is super smart, and he comes with a recommendation from Justin Sardi. Super nice guy, and he's from the UK, so you got to trust him. But he's phenomenal. But all those things we talked about, funnels, local SEO, how to get ranking, how to tag people. He does all of that, and he has a training, and he's going to go over the basics of it next Friday. If you miss it, you won't be able to ask the Q&A, but we are going to put it inside the Giants of video for you. So since you've purchased the All Access Pass, you don't need to be there for the live. I would just suggest it. It'd be awesome. Plus, he's going to have an offer that's only available then. But if you're a videographer and you have a video agency, that's the reason I purchased his systems, because we're going to use it inside of our agency, and it's, we're going to dominate. But getting videos into Google, getting them on there can help any business, will help any business. And he has ways for doing it and shows it. It's phenomenal. So he's going to answer a lot of those questions. So it's going to be super, super exciting. And he's a great guy. And I mean, it's an hour and a half. It's a lot of training. But I closed a lot of meetings. I mean, I canceled a lot of meetings to watch the training, and it was well worth it. And I'm going through and running through the system right now. It's clarified a lot of stuff for us. He's going to show it. A lot of stuff on funnels. I'm not by any means a funnel expert. He's going to go into it. He's going to show us how he really doesn't even, he's not even partners technically with some of these people, and he's selling their products, making a ton of money, and having fun, right? And having fun. So that will be coming up next Friday. If you're watching the replay of this, I believe that's the 31st. Jeez, it's August already. But, I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for you all. Thank you very much for being a part of Giants of Video. We're going to be putting out some new stuff. Make sure to be paying attention to that. But if you have any other questions, I'm going to give a few more minutes here. But if not, thank you so much for participating in the 2020 Giants of Video, for being an All Access Pass member. Make sure to go through the Storyboard Blueprint. Make make sure to watch all the videos. Make sure to use the MP3s. You can listen to the MP3s. What I do every day, I go for a walk, listen to the MP3s every day. Guess what? You're going to get your exercise in. You're going to get motivated. That's a great way to stay motivated for you all. And listen to the same ones over and over again. I'm going to put out a little course on that too. Some education on how I do that, how I implement. But once again, thank you all for being a part of the Giants of Video. Sergio, thank you for being a superstar and actually commenting. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure to put some comments below if you want to know anything about software. If you want to make sure to watch your email about Paul Murphy's special live broadcast next week. But thank you again, and I hope you all have a good week and a good weekend, and take action.